Remember back when Everson Griffen said goodbye to the team on Instagram, although he may be back later. As well, Stephen Weatherly left the Vikings in free agency, signed with the Panthers because Teddy needs a tall defensive end, all that stuff. And then every single national jabroni haircut was all like, Vikings need some edge help. Oh, you just have Daniil Hunter. You just need another edge. You need another edge beside him. Free agency, blah, 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 blah. Sign clowning. The draft, blah, 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 blah. The Vikings would be idiots if they passed on AJ Epinesa or Yetur Gross-Matos in the first round. Blah, 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 blah. That whole thing, right? And then, no big free agent splash on the edge. Anthony Zettel is solid. I like him. He's not going to be a starter, though. And then, no day one edge, no day two edge. Picked up DJ Wanham in the fourth round as a project. James Lynch was a call it edge, except he figures to kick inside. And that was about it. So now, the Vikings didn't make edge opposite Daniil Hunter a super big priority. And now all the haircuts are like, blah, 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 just freaking out about it, right? But they don't know. They just don't know. And we said it throughout the entire process. No. They don't know about Ifeadi Odenigbo. Year 4. About to light up the world. That's right. And we all know the story. 7th round pick in 2017 coming out of Northwestern. Super big production in college, but it wasn't given the time of day by the NFL draft community because, he doesn't check all the boxes on size and arm length and all that stuff and blah, blah, blah. And was great. Was great in preseason, training camp for a number of years, bounced around. He's on the edge. He's now inside. He's down back on the edge again. Eventually went on a bit of a sojourn, went to the Browns, went to the Cardinals, eventually ended up back on the Vikings. And last year, it was important. Actually, no, sorry, 2 years ago when the Eagles were knocking on the back door and they're like, hey, Ifeadi, come over here. And he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to stay in Minnesota because I see a big opportunity in 2019. And he hit it. He hit it big. Had a mini breakout season, played 403 defensive snaps for the Vikings, recorded 23 tackles, plus 26 pressures and 7 sacks. Big time, sexy time. That's right. Bliss played some interior, but mainly on the edge, playing 279 of his 403 snaps on the outside, and was solid versus the run. That was one of the big questions about him coming in, and also just really does get after it, rushing the passer. And frankly, I think that's why the Vikings didn't even bat an eye when Everson gone for now, as well as losing Weatherly in free agency. And that's why they didn't go after edge day 1 or 2 in the draft, because I think they do see Ifeadi Odenigbo as a guy who's developed, who's come up in the system. Andre Patterson has molded him from a 7th round afterthought into something that's going to be a really big time productive player. And you've seen this before with the Vikings on the edge. Well, you can even include Steve Weatherly, who was also a 7th round pick, but a couple of years in the system, also coming in, not an early draft pick, got that chip on the shoulder and just work, get after it. And it's been really great watching him progress over the last couple of years. When he came in from Northwestern, it was like, let's make him into a 3-tech. And he went inside, did not complain at all, just any way to help the team and get on the field. And then they're like, let's move him back outside. Audi Aruna, the 6th round pick out of Tulane, didn't work out. And tore his ACL in 2018 preseason against the Jaguars. Ifeadi's back out there. He's got 2 sacks in the preseason game. Woo! Then he won the adventure to Cleveland, to Arizona, back here to Minnesota. And then last year, they're like, all right, let's play him inside and play him on the edge as well. Inside in those NASCAR packages with Stephen Weatherly because we can't produce an interior pass rush with the defensive tackles on the roster. And then back on the edge is spelling Everson, spelling Daniil Hunter, and just making a really great impression. So I'm frankly very much pumped for what the future is going to be for Ifeadi Odenigbo. Plus, for the Vikings, hashtag cap is myth-wise, he still is on his rookie contract. Well, a version of the rookie contract since he's gone to a number of teams already. So they have him under contract this year as well as restricted free agent year next year. So you have 2 years of really ultra cheap production for Ifeadi before he's able to really bang out a nice extension. But I think he's going to get it because I think he's going to have a monster blow up season. I wouldn't be shocked if the Vikings have to use a 1st round tender on him next year, where if you tell me that Ifeadi ends up going for 50 pressures, double digit sacks this year as a full-time starter or a de facto full-time starter, I wouldn't be shocked at all. Like, frankly, if if and when Everson comes back, I think Ifeadi has earned the right to have the bulk of the snaps. I mean, sure, maybe Everson starts ceremonially, but Ifeadi deserves to be playing 65% of the defensive snaps this year, opposite Danielle Hunter, because even if Everson comes back, I think he should be a rotational guy. DJ Wanham, probably a couple years away. I think he's going to be a nice little project, but will be in the mix as well. James Lynch, I think, is going to be used all over, especially on the inside. And Kenny Willekes, love the story, love the Rudy angle, but I think he's going to be a fringe roster guy. And also, he could be another Ifeadi Odenigbo type story where he fell in the draft because he didn't check all the boxes too, but a super highly productive Big Ten dude, and then eventually works his way up. I won't be shocked if a couple years now, Kenny Willekes is the new Ifeadi Odenigbo. But, I mean, that story is still waiting to be written because Ifeadi 2020, just going to go boom. I'm really excited for it. But your thoughts, Ifeadi Odenigbo, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us up on the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.